information if anyone would like to see this. But I can certainly give a quick heads up to the public that this board has no jurisdiction whatsoever to consider anything relating to firearms or ammunition as part of any ordinance or local regulation. That entire field of firearms and ammunition has been preempted to the state. The mere attempt to enforce a firearms regulation or any other regulation having to do with firearms will subject the board members individually to sanctions for willful disobedience of that law to a fine of $5,000, which may not be reimbursed by the county. Even legal advice to the contrary cannot be used as a defense to the breach of that statute. It is my recommendation to the board that if they consider the home occupation issue, they may not consider the ramifications of the firearms laws or the ammunition laws with regards to that home sales business request. Thank you.
Having said that, first person, please come down. State your name for the record, please.
Yes, my name is Paul Allen. I live on Hay Court. I would like to point out to the commissioners immediately and to you, sir, and defer to your knowledge, that it should be noted that we are not asking the commissioners to prohibit or restrict the sale of firearms contrary to this Florida statute. We merely feel that this is strictly an ordinance decision based on a business application. So I would like to address very quickly, we don't have a lot of time, but Mr. Hargis has applied for a special exception use permit in order to have a home occupation for the purpose of basically selling and assembling firearms. I have an ATF application that I'd be glad to leave with you gentlemen that lists the classes for firearms licenses. Class 7 states that this license will be a manufacturer of firearms other than destructive devices. I'd also like to refer Mr. Caller and you gentlemen to the Gun Control Act and also to the ATF interpretation of what is a manufacturer. I won't bore you, you can look it up yourself. I think you'll find that it basically says that any person who engages in the business of making firearms by casting, assembly, alteration, or otherwise is considered to be a manufacturer. And the ATF has also held the same thing. So our point basically is, surely you are not going to allow a business in a residential area that is more compatible to a commercial or possibly even an industrial zone. I think you'll find that most of the people who speak and give you some points on this issue have a lot of support from the public. They just don't want to see a firearms business in a residential neighborhood. And I ask you to consider that, and let's not get tied up with this fear that the Florida statutes are going to fine you. I think you have the wisdom and the authority by ordinance to reject the planning and zone's application, or at least their report to you and their approval. This is merely a business issue. It's not compatible with the neighborhood. It's not compatible to your land use. And I thank you for your time. I tried to do it as quickly as I could. Thank you.